Welcome to the JAR Region Session 1 Volunteer Resource Video. In this session, titled Be an Entrepreneur, you will help students recognize the impact entrepreneurs have on regions. You will also help them apply traits that are common to successful entrepreneurs to their own skills and abilities. You'll do this by leading activities and discussing some well-known businesses and entrepreneurs. Remember the basic tips for all sessions. First, communicate with your teacher prior to each session.
I do.
Arrive early with a photo ID and have your materials ready to go before your scheduled start time. Remember to mention to your teacher that you'll have a gift for each student that relates to the lesson. It's an eraselet, a bracelet that's also an eraser. Please be sure to wait until the end of class to share these with the students so that it avoids having them be distracted during your session. Before class, determine what personal entrepreneurial story or stories you will share with students. Have you started a business? Do you plan to start one someday? Do you know someone who has? It's important to build rapport with your students. When you greet them, share information about you. Your name, your job, why you decided to volunteer to teach this class. The items you'll need from your JA kit are listed in the volunteer guide. If the teacher shares a class roster with you, we recommend that you write the students' names on both sides of the table tents before you arrive. Students at this age often like to look at their table tent to see their name, and so they'll place the table tent facing them rather than you. Next, holding the vocabulary flashcards listed in the volunteer guide, ask students if they can define the words. Discuss the definitions with students and ask them to name any famous entrepreneurs that they're familiar with. If they're unable to come up with a couple of examples, provide a few of your own. Additional talking points to help you get the conversation started are found in your volunteer guide. The Take the Challenge poster exercise is an activity that will help get students thinking about various entrepreneurs. Some they will know, others they won't.
So if I said Tony Hawk,
you may wish to demonstrate for the students how you would like them to move to the poster after you say the name of the entrepreneur and the business that they're associated with. If time is tight, you can present this material in a less active method with students voting. We recommend that you add the names of local entrepreneurs and the businesses they started to this poster exercise. Feel free to pick and choose the examples you use. In presenting the traits of a successful entrepreneur, use the vocabulary flashcards to help define the word and reference the What Does an Entrepreneur Look Like poster as you do that. When you pass out the My Entrepreneur's Traits card to each student, walk them through the self-inventory of traits. After their self-inventory is complete, ask students if they can think of other traits that should be added to the poster. Add their suggestions. Contribute some of your own, such as collaboration, critical thinking, or concern for others. The last 5 minutes of the session should be used to summarize and review the main learning points. Use engaging questions to summarize your session. Open-ended questions help keep students engaged and connected. Finally, let students know that you have a little gift to share and that that gift is an innovation of an eraser. Then, before you conclude, tell the students that the next time you visit class, they'll be discussing how entrepreneurs create businesses. Remember to collect the student table tents and leave them with your classroom teacher along with the posters so that you can use them in the next session. We hope that you enjoy this first experience with your JA class. Thank you for being a Junior Achievement volunteer.